So the Department of Justice served approximately 40 subpoenas to people connected to Donald Trump, and the DOJ has also seized phones from some of these people. One of which is conspiracy theorist Mike Lindell, which I'm going to get to in just a minute. This is, of course, related to the numerous investigations into Trump, the attempted coup, the attempted insurrection on January 6th. And according to one of the subpoenas, which was reviewed by the New York Times, the Justice Department is seeking all records and communication with or regarding the organizers of the events, presenters, or security personnel for Trump's January 6th rally. Most interestingly, though, is the fact that they requested information regarding any executive or legislative branch members who may have taken part in the planning or execution of Trump's rally, or any of those members who may have tried to, quote, obstruct, influence, impede, or delay the certification of the electoral vote on January 6th. So the DOJ is clearly investigating whether or not sitting members of Congress and former members of Trump's administration took part in plotting the attempted coup. You know, people like the Shady Bunch, as I call them, you know, the people who allegedly asked for a preemptive pardon from Trump. And now we've learned that conspiracy theorist, my pillow guy, Mike Lindell, was served a search warrant. His phone was also seized by the FBI agents. Lindell says that his vehicle was surrounded by agents. He was at a fast food drive-through. Apparently, he was just coming back from murdering innocent animals for fun, and he was questioned for about 15 minutes. But the seizure of Lindell's phone isn't directly tied to Trump. It's indirectly tied. So it relates to the case out of Colorado in which former county clerk Tina Peters was arrested. She was indicted on numerous serious charges for allegedly allowing access to voting equipment. She gave this access to unauthorized people. Those people then made copies of voting data, and somehow that voting data ended up being shared with Mike Lindell, who then posted it on his Frank Speech website. He also shared it at an event. So Lindell, you could say, is the alleged recipient of stolen information. However, at this time, I have to say there's no indication that Lindell is the target of this investigation, at least not at this point. What's interesting is that Peters was charged with state crimes, but now the feds are getting involved. So we're going to have to see now if she's going to get hit with federal charges as well. According to Lindell himself, his search warrant asks for, quote, all records and information relating to damage to any Dominion computerized voting system. So he had a total meltdown, as you would imagine, on his show, flipping out about this. And Lindell told his followers that the agents asked him if he had given Peters any money following his so-called election symposium. That's where Peters was a featured speaker. That's where he gave a lot of this information out to the attendees. So this information is illegal to even access if you don't have authorization. Here they are putting it on a public-facing website and just handing it out like a party favor at these events. And here's the deal. Even if Lindell didn't pay Peters directly, he still could be in hot water because he once admitted to sending upwards of $200,000 to help with her legal costs. He now claims that he was mistaken. He said, oh, I sent a lot of money to various causes and for various legal fees. But I was mistaken. I actually didn't help her with her legal costs. Well, that's something that can be easily figured out. It can't be hidden. I mean, there's going to be a paper trail if he did, in fact, cover her costs. And if there's any evidence on his phone showing that those payments were made in exchange for the theft, in exchange for this information, or if he was encouraging the theft, or offered to cover her legal costs if she got caught, he's screwed, and they have to show a judge just cause. They have to show a judge that there could be evidence of a crime on his phone. That's how they obtained the search warrant. Of course, Trump took to his failing social media site to whine about all of this, to whine about the seizure of Lindell's phone. And he told his followers in part to, quote, take back America. He wrote it all in caps. You know, he and others have to be freaking out right about now. They know what they've said. They know what they've written to all of these people who have received subpoenas, who had their devices seized. I mean, Trump doesn't ever put anything in writing, which is why he's been able to skate for so many decades with all of his alleged crimes. But other people are not like that. They put stuff in writing. They text, they make calls. I mean, even if they don't know what was said in a call, they know when the call came in. They can look at the relevant date and try to figure out what was going on at that time. What calls were made on January 6th? And if they can get him on anything with this whole Peters mess in Colorado, he's going to sing like a canary. Anyway, guys, when I hear more, I'll let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.